All right, in this video we're going to be talking about the sequential runoff winner. Now, there's many times in class I ask you to look some things up on YouTube. It's actually referred to on YouTube a lot as the instant runoff winner, so just keep that in mind. The sequential runoff winner, here we go. A method determining a winner of an election if a majority winner cannot be determined. This method differs from the runoff method because candidates are being eliminated one at a time. So here's what I need you to focus on, and that is sequential, one at a time. People are being eliminated in sequence, so please keep that in mind. All right, our first question. We have a preference schedule. You've seen these before. Step one is determine first place votes, so we need to get the plurality votes for everybody. A has 8, B has 5, C has 6, and then lastly D has 7. Now, remember, this is a runoff, so that means we cannot have a majority winner. If you remember, to determine the majority winner, you add up all of the people that voted, which was 26 people, divide that by 2, that is 13, which is 50% plus 1. So in order to be a majority winner, someone has to win 14 or more. No one's a majority winner, so that means we're going to have to apply the sequential runoff method. Now, determine the first place votes for everybody. That's what we did. Now here we go. Step 2: eliminate the last place person from the preference schedule. So analyze. I notice that B is my last place person, so that means I will take B out of the entire preference schedule. And when I do that, I'm going to recalculate my plurality vote. So I'll always like to circle. A's in first place, C's now in first place. Notice that B was in first place, but now C is in first place. C's here, D's there. So A still has 8 votes. C now has 11 votes, and lastly D has 7. Now, we recalculated. That was step 3. Now step 4, it says continue steps 2 and 3 until there are 2 candidates left. Well, we have 3 candidates left, so that means we've got to go back to step 2. So we're eliminating the last place person. That would be D. So in my preference schedule here, I'm going to eliminate D from my choices here. D's eliminated, and notice A still in first place here. C's now in first place. All right, so when we recalculate, A has 8 votes. C now has 18 votes. So my winner is C. All right, remember, the difference between runoff method is I would keep the top 2 and eliminate everybody in one step. Sequential runoff is when you eliminate one at a time. All right, so here's our next question here. It says, how many votes must a candidate get in order to be the majority winner? I'll let you guys figure that out. That's from another video. All right, we're just going to go ahead and dive into the sequential runoff. All right, so we have A, B, C, D, and E. These are my 3 candidates. All right. And let me go ahead and get the votes on these guys. All right, there's my votes here. And you know what? The more I look at this, I'm going to have to fill this out. How many votes must a candidate get? Well, if you add everybody up, you get 55 votes. We divide that by 2. That gives me 27.5 votes. That's my 50% mark, which means we have to go to 28. So the winner or the majority winner would have to get 28 votes. Is there a majority winner in this election? The answer is no. If the answer was yes, then we would not bother doing this sequential runoff. So I apologize, but there we go. All right, so going back to sequential. All right, so remember, sequential means eliminating one person at a time. Feel free to pause the video anytime throughout this question to go ahead and work ahead and then use me to see if you got it right. So we are going to eliminate last place, which ends up being E. So in my preference schedule, E is being eliminated. And remember, once you eliminate E, you then recalculate your plurality votes. So A is in first place, B is in first place, C, D, B, and C. Those are my new first place to the ones to the right. So A is 18, B is let's see, B got 16 now, 2 columns. C ends up with 12, and D is at 9. Well, again, sequential, eliminating down to the very last person. and last two people, I'm sorry. D gets eliminated. So again, going and revising my preference schedule by taking D out of the equation. Now there's D. So I believe the only thing that was recalculated was this column here. All right. So when I recalculate everything, A still has 18. B still has 16. C now has 21. All right. So again, we're eliminating to our final two. So B will get eliminated. That would be our last elimination. Goodbye, B. Goodbye, B. Oh, there was B right there. Almost went right over it. B, B, and B. So now it's a head-to-head competition between A and C. So let's see the second column. Oh, C is in first place. C. Oh, I guess that would be column 5. C's in first place. I see a lot of C's and not a lot of A's. So let's say A ends up being 18. C ends up being 37. So my sequential runoff winner is C with 37. All right. All right, the next one, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer. So feel free to work the problem out. B ends up winning with 15. Now this next one here, I want to go over this. All right, again, how many votes must candidate get? The answer is 39. I'll let you figure that out on your own. The answer to this one is no. All right, so here's what I got to do. I got to get some space. All right, so I got to get some space. Let me pause the video for a second. All right, I had to. This is probably one of the largest questions in the whole worksheet, and I forgot to give myself some space for it. So A, 20 votes. B, 10 votes. C is 27 votes. D is 19. Now notice there's an E in there, but E never came in first place. So E, 0. All right. So sequential runoff, E's gone. So I'm going to take E out. Now, the more practice you get with this, the more you'll figure out, or the sooner you'll figure out that when no one ever came in first place, or when someone has a score of 0, that means no points are going to be redistributed. All right. So in reality, the 0 just kind of gets eliminated, and you could basically just eliminate the next place person because, again, when E has 0, that means no points. So that means A through D, none of these votes are going to change. So technically, you just go ahead and say, okay, E's gone, and let's go ahead and knock out the next place person, which is B. Okay. Now, if I just confused you, then again, eliminate the last place person, and if you want to rewrite everything, you can. All right, so B's gone, so we're taking B out. Notice that B has votes, so that means that we're going to have to recalculate a couple of plurality winners here. All right, so let me redo this. All right, so A here, D's in first place here. Oh, there it is, C. It was almost messed up there. All right, so A has 20 votes. C looks like it has 27 votes. It stayed the same. D now has 29 votes. All right. So again, eliminating, A would go away. So A's gone here. A's gone there. A's gone here. I made that circle bigger just to take out the blue. Don't want my eyes playing tricks on me. All right. So D's now in first place. So my final score, C stayed with 27 votes, and D is my winner with 49 votes. There you go. So if you need to see my work, pause the video because I'm about to take this away. All right, so D was my winner with 49 votes. The next two here, again, pause the video because I'm about to give you the answers. B ended up winning with 36, and B ended up winning with 61. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for watching.